Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, my wonderful sweet patrons. It's Destined Choice, and you're watching my Patreon. So I wanted to get on here, and I really wanted to speak on overall why I moved to Los Angeles, California. So as you guys know, I moved to Los Angeles, California during the pandemic. So I moved here once we hit the New Year's of 2021. I said, fuck that shit. We've been in this pandemic for almost a year. I want to get the fuck out of Florida. I'm tired of being in this damn town, and I want to be in Los Angeles. As you guys know, I'm from Miami, Florida, grew up in Miami, and I spent a good chunk of my time staying in the up north part of Florida. So I stayed in a small town in Florida, and then I eventually decided to say fuck it and move to LA. Now, my rent back in Florida was around $1,010 a month. I had a nice 2-bedroom apartment. There was also a half bath downstairs. I had a spacious backyard area, and all my utilities were roughly around, in total, including internet, $190 a month. So I was living pretty comfortably, just paying $1,000 a month. I was thinking even more because I let my brother move in with me, and we were splitting the rent. I was able to travel so much and enjoy the world. I had ample opportunity to invest, ample opportunity to save my money, and I just stayed home most of the times when I wasn't traveling. But I decided to move to Los Angeles because I felt stagnant. Like I wasn't growing. I felt like I needed to get out of my comfort zone and grow. You know what they always say? A shark can't outgrow his environment. So if you really want to grow, you kind of got to leave your hometown. I hate to say it, but leave your fucking hometown if you haven't already. Because listen, if you don't leave your hometown, you're going to be around the same exact people that you went to high school with, the same people you went to college with, the same people you've been seeing for the past 10, 20 years. And a lot of you guys probably have no issue with that. But sometimes if you feel like you're not growing, maybe it's time to make a change. But only do that if you don't have no kids, if you ain't got no relationship, and you don't have no reason to stay there. If you feel like you could easily just transfer your job or you want something different and want a whole new life, just pack your shit, save up some money on the side, and move to a small town that's more affordable. It doesn't have to be a big city like Atlanta or Houston or Dallas or all these big cities like the DMV or Nashville like I want to go to. You can move to a city that's 10 hours away, 8 hours away, 5 hours away, and you don't need to be in a situation where you even have to have roommates. You could just live alone, live by yourself, make new friends, go on Tinder, date people, get to know people, start a hobby, do things you've always wanted to do. Because realistically, when you back at your hometown, you look back at all the things around you, you think everything looks the same. Everybody's the same, and nobody's ever growing. You're around a whole bunch of miserable people who are living regular lives, and some people are happy living their regular lives, but others are miserable to the point where they just have this crabs in the bucket mentality. So sometimes it can be draining being around people that you grew up with your entire life. So I kind of just got into that mindset of, if I want to grow, I got to move to a state I've always wanted to go to. What's the state I've always wanted to go to? New York or California? And I chose to move to California, more specifically the city of Los Angeles, because I felt as though that I want to add to my resume. I want to do some things in the acting realm. I want to do executive producing. I want to be a casting director. I want to do a lot of things in the entertainment industry. I want to get involved. Because as you guys know, I always complain about how there's a lack of representation from many different groups in the entertainment community. You don't see much representation for the black community, especially not black women. You don't really see much representation for the Hispanic community, the Native community, but more specifically, you don't really see much of it for the black community. And I really wanted to see more diverse things. I wanted to be the change I wanted to see in the world. I wanted to be out there to where I'm sitting at these tables and I'm at these desks and I'm at these scenes where I'm able to integrate my ideas and opinions and add to my resume at the same time. So I figured coming to Los Angeles would be the best place to be, because as you guys know, Los Angeles is a city of dreamers, city of angels, where everybody comes here to be in the entertainment industry. So you kind of have to be here if you want to be in the entertainment industry, or you have to move to Atlanta or New York, but mostly everything is in Los Angeles. So I figured if I wanted to be big in the entertainment industry and I wanted to be more and surpass something more than just being an influencer, I had to be in this city. So I moved to the city, found an affordable apartment within my budget, which LA is not affordable, but it was something that was within my budget, comfortable. I got a nice little spacious apartment where it's next to everything. It's not completely glamorous. It's an old school 1980s apartment, but it's comfortable, it's nice, it's secured door, there's laundry, so I'm fine. It's not no luxury bullshit, but it's nice. I got my nice little window where I'm facing the dumpster and I'm facing a parking lot, and I'm in a nice central part of the town where I'm next to everything and I can walk everywhere. So I have no problem with where I'm at. My issue with Los Angeles is I kind of have an issue making friends and getting to know people, because I don't like fake shit and I don't like fake people and I don't like fake energy. And one thing I learned when you move to a big city, especially a big city like this, is Everyone in the entertainment industry is fake as fuck. There, I said it. Most people here are fake as fuck, living a Kardashian lifestyle, saying some shit on social media to seem preachable and seem quotable, but in real life, they ain't shit. You know, I can speak for myself and say that I'm the exact same way that I am on camera. I'm goofy, I say random shit, I'm funny, I'm random, and I'm just an overall chill, laid-back individual, and a lot of people, unfortunately, aren't what they portray themselves to be on social media. A lot of people are just trash. A lot of people are low vibrational, and sometimes I don't even like telling people what I do for a living because people are so low vibrational and hateful and spiteful, and I don't really like it. You know, I'll meet certain people and they'll be like, so what do you do? When people say, what do you do in this city? What they mean is, what can you do for me? What does your resume look like? Let's see if you're worthy of being in my presence. That's what they mean. And I get it because when you live in a big city like New York, or you live in a big city like Atlanta, or even Los Angeles especially, a lot of people base a lot of their career based off of networking. And a lot of times I will tell people, oh, I do YouTube videos. I do a lot of videos involving journalism, social media content, stuff like that. And they'll be like, so you have a following? And I'll say, yeah, I have like a nice little following. And they'll be like, really, what's your Instagram? They'll look at my Instagram and be like, whoa. And then they'll pull up my Instagram and they'll be like, They'll scroll through my photos and they'll click on my photos. They'll look at my likes, look at my comments. And I know why they do it because they want to make sure your likes and views are authentic, because a lot of people out in this bitch be buying followers and shit. People will literally buy 50,000 followers and then only be getting like 60 likes. Bitch, how? So I get annoyed sometimes when people do that because it kind of irritates me and it kind of pushes me from hanging around entertainers and influencers because a lot of them are tacky. So sometimes when I walk into a room where it's full of entertainers or it's filled with people who are involved in the entertainment industry, I don't tell them who I am. I don't tell them what I do. And I love when they don't recognize me because sometimes people will really be out here treating me like shit. Not outright disrespecting me, because if they disrespect me, I'm going to flip the tables and disrespect them at their asses right back. But I learned that moving in a city like this, a lot of people here see it as, if I don't know you, I never heard of you, and you don't seem important, I don't have to respect you. Which I get, because a lot of people have this what can you do for me mindset. You should be selfish in a world like this because a lot of people are already selfish themselves. So you can't be too giving, you can't be too nice. But sometimes I can't help being nice, chill, respectful, and open, because in the South, even on the East Coast and the Midwest, people seem to be more open and more chill, more laid back. But on the side of the entertainment world, no matter where you are, a lot of people are very closed off and guarded and have their guard, because there's no loyalty in the entertainment world. Everyone's a whole bunch of snakes. Even beyond that, if you work in the corporate world, everyone's a bunch of snakes. Everyone's a whole bunch of, what can I get from this? What can I get from here? Who can benefit me? Who can I climb over to get the top? So I don't usually tell people what I do. What I usually do is when people ask me what I do, I usually just say, oh, I'm a journalist. Or I'll just say, yeah, I do some social media management. I manage social media accounts, because technically I do manage social media accounts. I manage my shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, I manage social media accounts. I'm a social media manager and I post content on social media for brands. And then people would be like, oh, cool. Usually a lot of them will really genuinely mean cool, but a lot of them will usually be like, oh, cool. So what they really want to say is, oh, cool. So basically you ain't shit and you're nobody relevant. Okay, see ya. That's how they see it. And I hate to say it, but that's just the real hardcore truth. So that's what pushed me away from making friends in the entertainment world. And I don't like fucking with them. I don't get invited to those little parties. I don't go to those little events because they're tacky, they're boring, they're corny. And even if I were to get invited, I wouldn't want to go anyways, because I don't like fake forced energy where everybody just wants to exchange numbers and exchange social media accounts just so we can all build and grow together. I gotta say it, and I don't mean to toot my own horn, but bitch, I'm self-made. And that's the best part about being self-made, is you don't really need to use or climb people to get to where you want to get. Networking is big and there's always room for improvement, but a lot of people come to a city like Los Angeles or a city like Atlanta or a city like New York or a big city like Nashville to make it somewhere. And I've kind of already made it somewhere. I've built enough substantial success talking about my bed bugs, being fat as fuck, eating on camera, stuff in my face, talking shit about YouTubers and influencers who have more money and more subscribers than me, giving my opinion and saying that real shit. I built that just from sitting in my little bedroom with my damn, little cheap camera, my little cheap lights, and my little cheap chair, my dusty ass nitty gritty lint table. I've already built something for myself. So a lot of times when people meet me and they find out who I am, or they see that I have something, a lot of them see it as oh, so you think you're better than me? So when I meet certain people, and even if I do tell them who I am, it's not even the fact of I'm scared of them using me. I'm scared of me telling them what I do and they start comparing themselves to me, and they start being all nasty because I had a horrible experience with someone that I thought I was cool with who could have been a potential friend, but this dude, yeah, it was a dude, had such bad vibes, but I tried to ignore it because he was nice, but he always just threw little shade, little jabs. But the thing is, he didn't know who I was when I first met him. He was just a chill person. I told him I just do social media management, and he was like, okay, cool. So he's like an Instagram model or some shit like that. So he does like some type of modeling and shit. He hangs out with celebrities, sucks the dick and shit like that. No, I'm kidding. I don't fucking know, but I think he does. Let me stop. But he basically is in the entertainment industry, pretty boy. I look good, have all these followers, but I also gotta, suck dick on the side and shit like that to make a good little living. I don't judge or anybody. I don't judge or anything like that. But that's just what it is. People will do some strange things for some change to make it as an actor or a model in the entertainment industry. And he was cool. So we met randomly, kicked it, hung out, we're mad cool. And then he randomly found out who I was because he ended up Googling my Cash App because I Cash App him for something. And he ended up like looking at my Cash App because he saw my name and he was like, that name, Choice TV. Let me look that up. He told me that he looked at my Cash App name randomly because he was curious about my name. And he said, oh wow, like I know you have a following and I feel like I've seen you before and I feel like I recognize you. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my fucking God. Here it goes. You don't fucking recognize me. You don't know who the fuck I am. You just Googled my Cash App name because you were curious about what I did after I told you that I was just a social media manager. You saw TV at the end of my fucking name and you probably Googled it just for the sole purpose of trying to find out who I am. So yeah, this Instagram model dude looked at my Cash App name and then found out who I was, the following that I have, and he just started acting mad different. He started being a little bit nicer to me, still being himself, but then in a sense, he will sometimes even just throw jabs where he'll say things like, oh yeah, we should definitely hang out more, and I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel now. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, okay, bitch, now you think about starting a YouTube channel? And then he was saying shit like, oh yeah, I would love to book a photographer, but I can't really afford photographers like that, even though I have the money. But you probably could afford a whole bunch of photographers' choice because you have that YouTube money. And that's why I don't tell people what I do for a living. And I had to cut his bitch ass off because he was so fucking shady and doing little low vibrational shit that I didn't like and being nasty. It's just like I just didn't like the hateful, nasty, jealous vibes. That shit just irritated me. And that's why I kind of stay my ass in my apartment where I'm closed off and secluded from the world because people really do irritate me out here. Because when I meet people who are from here and I meet people who don't know nothing about entertainment, they're cool. People who are in the tech world, people who are solidified in different types of like revenues and different types of industry, they're cool. They're cool as fuck. I get along with them. But the entertainers, like the wannabe models and the actors and people who suck some dick just to make it as a fucking entertainer, I get it. Do your thing. I don't judge. Do something straight for some change. Bust your poom poom wide open for a real nigga. Do what you gotta do. Suck your dick on the internet. Whatever floats your boat and coats your throat. But a lot of people who are in the entertainment realm are very self-conscious because everybody's doing the same exact thing. Not much people have much to offer when they came here. A lot of people are coming here trying to build something for themselves because a lot of people move here and they think, yeah, I'm going to be an instant fame, an instant success, an instant star. This city's going to be mine. Everybody's going to know my name. But then they come here and they get discouraged because they compare themselves to all the other entertainers here. Me, I sat in my room at a very young age, made videos, and I pulled a whole bunch of people from all over the world to my channel, and they supported me to the end. You know what I mean? So I built something before coming here, and I was able to afford living here because I built something for myself. A lot of people move here, and they have that work mentality, which is good, but a lot of times they get discouraged by how high the rent is because let me tell you something. The average rent in California is $1,800 a month. $1,800, and that's if you want to live in a basic, simple, nice quality studio in a decent area. $1,800 a month is what you're going to pay. You're not going to pay anything less than $1,800. But if you want to live comfortably with laundry in the unit, and you want a parking space, you also want amenities like a nice marble counter, you're going to pay at least $2,200 a month. That's just the honest truth. You're going to pay at least $2,200 a month. And that's really infuriating how rent is so expensive. But I get it because this is Los Angeles. A lot of people want to move here to be stars. People see all these Beverly Hills 90210 shows and they think, oh my gosh, I want to be just like that. I want to be a star. I want to be on billboards. I want to be so famous. I feel like I have the it factor. Every bitch and their fucking mom and their side bitch think they have the it factor. So they move here with no lucrative plans, no lucrative goals. They just come here thinking, I'm going to be around a whole bunch of celebrities. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. And that's that. And you can meet a lot of celebrities. And you can meet a lot of famous people. But that doesn't equal financial success. And success is within, like I always say, there's different definitions of success, but a lot of people come here with no lucrative plans. So people compare themselves to one another, and it makes people want to use one another. Like, okay, fine. Like, I'm not here to make friends, because if I was here to make friends, I go to summer camp. Everyone has that mindset. If I was here to make friends, I could just go to summer camp. I want to use everybody to my advantage. So people out here kind of treat you like a friend that's on a little list. So you're not really their friend. They more so treat you like they're narcissists. That's a good way to put it. They're narcissistic pieces of shit who will literally use people. They view you as an asset where they have a long list and he puts you on that list. Okay, let's see. I have friends for going to the bar, friends for going out with, friends for going to a pajama party with, friends for being a hoe with, friends for doing some prostitution work with, friends for this, friends for that industry, friends for my work, friends for, like, they have friends in each category, in each section. And if you even piss them off, they just say, okay, fine, bye. Yeah, fuck you. I didn't even like you anyways. And they cross you off their list. You know, most people out here, and even in the entertainment industry, mostly in Los Angeles, a lot of people who are involved in the entertainment industry are hateful of one another. They don't like each other. That's just the best way to put it. They just hate each other. They don't like each other at all. They just use each other. You know, I can't tell you how many people I thought I was cool with, but they really didn't like me on the low. And I've always known, you know what I mean? You always just know when there's that one bitch who don't like you, but you just feel like they're only hanging out with you because they want to use you for your car, or they're hanging out with you because they just want someone to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of y'all probably do a lot of shit or have a lot of things inside that you would never share with your friend who you think is your friend but not really is your friend. You know, a lot of y'all probably have people that y'all hang out with every fucking week, every weekend, or hit up every once in a while, but realistically, you don't really trust them like that. You don't really know them like that, and they don't really know you like that, but you still call them a friend. That's why I'm very careful about who I give the friend title to, because I only give the friend title to like three people, and that's about it, and they know who they are, and they have my number, and that's it. I only give the friend title to certain people. If we not friends, you're not going to have my number. If we're not friends, I'm not going to talk to you like that. If we're not friends, I ain't going to hit you up occasionally. If we ain't friends, that's it, and it's dead. You know what I mean? So a lot of people in this city will replace you like that, and they change friends like they change underwear. That's how it is out here. So with me, I moved here specifically because I just came here to add to my resume, have good experiences, build my networking skills, get involved with production, get involved into acting, grow my brand, meet the right people, meet management, brands, and all the other stuff. And then when I came here and I saw how self-conscious and angry and hateful and fake a lot of the entertainers are, that's when I realized, holy shit, I'm already successful. So I've already built something for myself. Do I really need to be in this city? You know, sometimes I think to myself, do I really need to be here? But then I look around and I say to myself, yeah, I do need to be here, because for me, it feels like I'm testing myself. You know, I've only been here for 7 months, but I feel like I still have a lot to learn. I want to live here for like a good another 1 year or 2 years and learn a lot. I want to learn how to deal with different personalities. I want to learn how to work on my patience. Even though I have plenty of it, I can use a little bit more. We all can use a little bit more patience. I want to figure out my life in a sense where I could maneuver in different industries, walk in the same room with someone that I don't really care for, but still stack this money and get business done. I want to learn about the industry. I want to learn about what people call the evils of Hollywood. I want to learn about it all. I want to learn about all of it so that way I can write in a book one day. So that's why I say, you know, even if you move to a new city and it feels like things aren't going your way or things seem a little bit iffy and you get depressed, because I got depressed when I was living here for the first 4 or 5 months, you still should push yourself out of your comfort zone. Even if it's a new job, push yourself out of your comfort zone. Have a plan. Know why you're doing something. Know your intention and think shit through. Because for me, I almost moved to Chicago and said, fuck it. I almost said, I'll go to New York because I don't want to be around fake elitist bullshit, which that shit is everywhere. You're never going to escape it. But I said, you know what? I'll move here. But then I got discouraged for a second to move here at first because I was like, damn, the rent is so expensive. Average rent for a decent apartment is like $2,000. Do I really want to pay that? I was thinking to myself, damn, maybe I should just move to Houston. If I move to Houston, I'll be not too far from California. If I move to Houston, I'll be not too far from the South. I'll still be close to Florida. And if I move to Houston, I'm still in the big city. I'm still in the city full of opportunities. And plus, I do videos all the time. So I could just sit in my apartment like I always do since I'm an introvert. So I can move to Houston, pay like $1,000 for rent because Houston is very affordable and be chilling. But then I thought to myself, nah, what if I want to move to a smaller city? Like I thought about moving to Memphis. I thought about moving to Tennessee, Nashville. I thought about moving to somewhere like Detroit. Detroit's kind of expensive, but Detroit is pretty affordable compared to the rest of the world. I thought about moving somewhere like Virginia, North Carolina. I even thought as going far as moving to somewhere like Ohio, I thought I had plans of moving to Mississippi, Alabama, cities like those where it's really, really affordable and I could stack up and save time. But I told myself, nah, I don't want to move to these little itty bitty cities just for the sake of saving money. I've saved enough money and I've thought this through enough. I'm not getting any younger. I'm just getting older as time goes on, and I don't want to live my life with regrets. That's why a lot of older people, when they get older, they get angry and sad and depressed because they have so many regrets. Don't be that person that grows older and has a lot of regrets. You only have regrets and you only hate getting older when you have so many regrets for all the time you wasted. Stop procrastinating. Stop letting your ADD, ADHD, your mental disorder get the best of you and start taking advantage of the opportunities you have now. You want to go do something, go do it. You want to take that honeymoon trip, go do it. You want to go get married, go do it. You want to go live your life and have a kid, go do it. Just take advantage of the now so that way your future self will thank you. I don't think the future exists. I think only past and present exist. We are in the future now. So you can create your next future by simply just reconstructing your life and navigating yourself, So that was just my overall thoughts and my rant about just moving to LA. And, it's overwhelming. I am learning a lot. And it's not a reflection of California as a whole. It's mainly the entertainers that threw me off. I have no problem getting along with people who are from here, who are just regular, blue-collar workers, or just do other shit that doesn't involve entertainment. People who are just chilling, living their life, hustling because they love their city, they love the city they live in, they love the city they rep. And I get along with those people. The entertainers, however, and the people who are in the realm of entertainment and the realm of fashion and design and movie production and photos and shit, a lot of those motherfuckers are shady, low vibrational, evil, and most people are very insecure here. And that's why I'm glad that when I came here, I have very tough skin, and I already kind of knew myself and knew my confidence and knew my worth to an extent. So I'm not self-conscious like how a lot of people would be self-conscious out here, but a lot of people definitely tested me to where I had to reevaluate my self-confidence and my thick skin, because people out here will test you, and sometimes when you see how expensive the rent is and you see how shitty some of the people are here in the entertainment realm, it makes you think, damn, maybe I should just really leave and go somewhere else. I even had plans, literally within being here for a few months, I remember telling myself, bro, I might just move to fucking Mexico or something, because Mexico is mad affordable. I can get me a nice little beach house that looks just like California, because Mexico looks just like California, and pay $500 a month in rent, learn Spanish, and just be chilling and get the fuck away from all this bullshit. But I wouldn't trade living anywhere else in the world. California has the best weather in the world. California is a city full of opportunities. Every day it's a movie. One day you see a bitch with pink hair doing jumping jacks down the street. The next day you see a dude fucking singing Monica So Gone down the street. And the next minute you see cars flying. It's just something interesting all the time, and I wouldn't want to trade it because it forces you to grow. It forces you to live out of your element. You have to test yourself. You have to show the universe, hey, I'm ready to grow. I want my blessings. And I learned moving here, more importantly, that I came here to learn more about myself and to maybe obtain more opportunities. And one thing that I got from this whole experience, and one thing I want everyone else to get from this experience and what leaving your hometown will feel like, is this. Stop looking for opportunities and create your own. Stop waiting for somebody to give you a chance and just give yourself a chance. Give yourself an opportunity to grow. Give yourself an opportunity to learn something new. And all the opportunities will come falling on your lap. Everything will come tenfold. So it was all worth it in the end. I'm still learning a lot. Still don't have that many people to talk to. Still can't find any food that's well seasoned other than a few places. I have a hard time getting involved with the activities and getting out more because it's so damn hot, but the weather is amazing. And I'm still trying to, get a gist of living on the West Coast. I never lived on the West Coast before. I've been on the East Coast my entire life. So I'm not used to this whole 3-hour time gap. I'm not used to the way people act here. I'm not used to everyone having their guard up and having a mask on and being kind of phony. I'm not used to this. You know what I mean? So I still have a lot to learn, and we all have a lot to learn. You just have to be willing to learn and push yourself out of your comfort zone. So that's all I got to say about moving to LA. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've learned so much, and so many good things have happened because of me living in Los Angeles, and more things are going to happen. More beautiful things are going to happen, and more beautiful things can happen for you too. You know what I mean? More beautiful things can happen to you if you just let the universe guide you. If your gut feeling is telling you to move somewhere or do something or get that job or leave this job, just do it. Follow your intuition, because when you don't follow your intuition, you're going to say, damn, I should listen to my gut. I knew I didn't like this job. But it's going to have to start with some acknowledgement, because I kept trying to deflect from moving here for a long time. because my mindset was it's too expensive. I'm not gonna fucking pay $2,000 for no fucking rent. Fuck, I look like. Fuck, I want to pay $900 a month for my nice little rent in my nice little regular city with real ass people here who aren't self-conscious. That was my mindset, and that's why I didn't want to move to California. But then I realized I got to be honest with myself. The reason why I didn't want to move to California is because I didn't believe in myself enough. I didn't think that I was capable of budgeting my money and restructuring my money and restructuring my mindset to live on the West Coast. I didn't feel confident enough to do it. So reevaluate that gut feeling that you have to go do something, and don't try to associate it with negativity. Don't associate with why you don't want to start your business with, oh, well, it's too much work, it's too much paperwork, or I don't have time for that, that's too extra. You know you want to do it. Stop making excuses and just do it. You know, people sometimes will try to find an excuse for why they won't do something, which is my excuse for why I didn't want to move to California, LA at first, was it's too expensive, it's too this, it's too that, the traffic this, the traffic that, oh, the home population, oh, the politics. But I now realize that I just wasn't confident enough and I didn't believe in myself to do it. So you can do anything you want. You just got to believe in yourself and truly deep down inside take acknowledgement that you are making excuses and that you're capable of doing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little Patreon video. More exclusive Patreon videos to come. I appreciate every single one of y'all for watching me on Patreon, showing my Patreon love, tuning in, giving your hard-earned money to me and supporting my Patreon. Because listen, YouTube has been a wild ride, and I want to post more on Patreon. I want to post more on my podcast, and I want to just do other things. I don't want to just do YouTube all the time, because I really feel like a lot of y'all are really, really more supportive than anyone that I've ever met in my fucking life. And it's really crazy how, I'm sure some of y'all can relate to this too, people that you don't even know like that will show you more love than people that are actually in your family, or people that are actually in your so-called circles or friend groups, or people who are your co-workers. They'll show you more love than people that are supposed to be related to you, people that you're supposed to call a friend. So I really fuck with y'all and rock with y'all the most, because y'all are the shit, and y'all have pretty much helped me get to where I'm at and giving me everything. So thank you guys for giving me your hard-earned money, subscribing to my Patreon, and showing love always and all the time. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Time to go the fuck to sleep. Well, not go to sleep, because I got to film more videos for later, for my main channel, my second channel, and my podcast. But thank you guys for everything. Troy's out this bitch.